What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about signs of an aggressive narcissist. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to tell y'all the quick update on work today. So narcissists can be very inconsiderate of people's feelings. And we all know that if we have dealt with those type of people. They are very rude, very, very ignorant. They do obnoxious things to get your attention or to take your attention off of something else and just put it on them. And they act very childlike because you know how some children, they just want some attention because you're not giving them attention as you should. But with a narcissist, the things that they seek your attention for could wait. I mean, unless it's something that's super important or you just found out someone passed away or something. But other than that, it could wait. It can always wait. The narcissist, they will change the conversation to a subject that, it's very juvenile, just petty things. And they love to start arguments when they know that they are wrong. They have no defense, nothing to stand on. So what they do is tell you, that kind of insult your intelligence by telling you that you're just taking things the wrong way. They always use that. And then they're like, well, go ahead, what you were saying, and it's like, you're not even in a mood anymore. Either you just lost your train of thought. So it's like you don't even care anymore to even speak about it. But that was their whole plan, just to make you forget about the whole thing and focus all your attention on them or either the group of people that's around them. That's what they do. So, that's like aggressive behavior. It may not be like violent aggressive behavior, but I can give y'all signs of that as well, which is, say, for instance, a narcissist, when you're in an argument with them, a lot of times they try to provoke you to get physical with them by getting close up in your face. When they get close up in your face, it's like in the heat of the moment, they're expecting you to pass the first lick, or not even like, maybe just give them a light shove or move them out of your way as you pass by. And narcissists will take that as an assault that that you started with them, even though they provoke you. It's hard to ignore the narcissist when they be this way. It's very hard. It's like you really have to train your mind. You have to toughen up and know what it is that you're dealing with so that you won't give them the reaction that they're looking for, because they're looking for you to give them a reaction. Like even though you'll be defending yourself, the narcissist is not going to put it out there that way. They're going to make it seem like, you started it with them or whatever. But anyway, that's one of the behaviors with aggressive narcissists. Another one is they love to, when they misunderstand something, you can tell with their tone of voice, they get very frustrated and they speak kind of loud, and they want you to know that I am talking to you, like that. And it's just crazy because it's like, well, first of all, you're in the wrong. They never know when to accept the fact that they are wrong and when they should apologize. It's always a mistake with a narcissist. They never own up to their mistakes, or they never own up to their faults. Like when they, of course, they're not gonna do that when they deliberately do something to harm you. So narcissists are very aggressive in many different ways. I'm just gonna name a few more. Another one is, well, I'm just gonna give y'all an example of what I just mentioned. The narcissist, like, say for instance, you're working on a project, but when you're not very vocal with them, when you limited your communication with them, they don't know what's going on. They need to know, what are you doing, so that you can fall in line with what they expect. But once you stop being up under that spell with them, it angers them to the point where they get frustrated and they question you in a very angry tone. Like, okay, what are you waiting for? And it's like, what do you mean what I'm waiting for? Because you know that I'm standing here, or I must be standing here waiting on something. I'm waiting on you. And you just totally ignore me, stuff like that. And it's like, well, you're assuming. And secondly, no, I'm not, like, I don't need your assistance. They just assume that they need to come and give you a hand for something. Like they're trying to say that, your skills aren't on the same level as theirs. And they just always trying to outshine you with something. So they try to, degrade you and make it seem like that you're just kind of beneath them, and they're so above you and they're so better at things than you are. So in that moment, when you give them a taste of their own medicine by giving them the silent treatment or just gray rocking them, they hate gray rock. Gray rock makes them aggressive. I had to correct the narc today because we were working on something this morning. She had 52 items to do. I had 52 to put in my bag. And she didn't know it when she came to the table because I get to work before her. So we were already in the process of doing the work, but someone else had started on hers. So I was doing my own. But that person had completed hers, and I hadn't brought my bag to the table yet. But that person had put all of her stuff in the bag. So she assumed that my items belonged in her bag, which it didn't. I just hadn't brought my bag to the table yet. So not only she just assumed that she knew what was going on in the middle of the process, She rudely asked me with such frustration and base in her, anger. And just imagine the expression on her face behind that mask. I can only imagine. She was like, can you hand me the? And I was like, these are mine. I'd have to go get my bag. That's how I said it in a Gray Rock method. Even that, the response to her, she was like, and so when my boss came to the table, she said, oh, you got to get your bag. So I got a few more that you can add to yours though. And I said, okay, let me go get my bag. And she said, okay, what happened? Like, why am I being left out of the loop? Why don't I know what's going on? Like we deliberately keeping her out. It don't have nothing to do with you. Your work is done. Somebody already fixed your bag up. You don't have no reason to still be standing at this table. I don't need you to monitor me, and I definitely don't need your help. So you can go ahead on. But instead, she needed to be acknowledged that she's standing there. She needed someone to reassure her that you are needed, and or either apologize, like, I'm sorry, your work is already done. Someone did it for you. She could have showed gratitude and, in the moment, and let the person know that I appreciate you helping me, and then go ahead on and start on your other stuff. Why are you still standing there making yourself mad? That's what it was all about. So after that, yeah, so as the day went by, I'll tell you about that. But another sign of aggression with the narcissist is they love to flex on you, whether it's bigger, stronger, I'm better at it than you. Anything you can do, I can do better. That is the mentality of the narcissist, very grandiose. And the narcissist, they portray this all the time, especially if you are showing to be really good at something. If it's obvious to the people around y'all, if the people are giving you praises or congratulating you, the narcissist would take that moment to flex. They will even out talk the people that are complimenting you to let the people know that they can do it better. That's when they just flat out show you the jealous spirit. Like they're not even trying to hide it. So they love to flex on you. That to me is a sign of aggressive behavior of a narcissist. you know so again, flexing on you, the tone of voice when they're aggravated, when you give them a gray rock, and when they try to provoke you, doing an altercation or something. Narcissists, they don't stop. They will not stop. They will stand there and poke the bear until the bear attack them, and then they will play victim. you know and narcissists, they just don't care. They just feel like they can do whatever, whenever, and even if they suffer the consequences, I'm telling you, they will hurt themselves trying to hurt you. So that doesn't even bother them. They will lose out in order to get to you, to hurt you, and in the process they hurt themselves, but they don't care. It's just the type of people they are. So work today, it was funny because I got to work at my I get to work at 5:45, but I made it there 15 minutes early today. So I'm there at 5:30. I sit in my car, drink a little coffee before I go in, and just sometimes just get myself prepared for the day, whatever is to come. I just ask the Lord to go before me because I don't know what I'm heading into. And we dealing with different spirits. They waiting for you at the door. So I prepare myself mentally and spiritually every single day. Sometimes I only have 5 minutes to do so, unless I'm doing it while I'm driving to work. So what do you know? The narc come flying up behind me. Mind you, it's 5:30 in the morning. So when I was coming in at 6:45, the time that she was supposed to be coming in, she already had changed her time to come in like 6:15 or 6:30. So now that's not early enough for you. You have took it a little further back, pushing your little time to come in earlier than me now. Now I come in for 5:45. So if she's there when I'm pulling up for 5:30, she would have already been there before I got there at 5:45. So I'm like, you are making it painfully obvious that you are jealous and you're just trying to beat me at everything I do. You want to prove that you can do it better. I mean, it's so obvious. And another thing, they're not good at getting the message. I mean, they hear you, but they're not trying to hear that. And they definitely don't respect you. So I know that it's only a matter of time before the narc will be, breaking the rules again and doing things that goes against the order of not speaking on me. Because I spoke with a teacher this morning, and she told the teacher, now mind y'all, I was out the last 2 weeks working at another site. She told the teacher that I was out sick, and y'all know sick with what? Y'all know what's going on right now in the world. So I'm like, why was she? But I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. And I say, Lord, thank you. That's confirmation that I did the right thing, because I went back and forth in my mind trying to decide if that is something I should do, because I don't really know. I don't really know how much weight that's going to hold up against what it is that she do, and how does that work. And it's like, when we had a meeting about being able to work together, we had this meeting, and the supervisor asked, Can we work together? And I made myself clear, yes, as long as she understand that we're not friends anymore, because she know that I know what she consider as friend, which is control, and you no longer have control of me. Can you handle that? But the narcissist, they don't understand what you're trying to, what it is that you're setting in stone. And the people that are, who in the meeting, they heard it, but it's like they're not really looking at it, and they're not thinking of the threat like I do. So, I know I made the right decision. And I feel like that, I'm not gonna have too much to worry about outside of work, because while we're at work, I mean, you know, the narc gonna always have them flying monkeys. They're gonna always have their little minions and people who they can trust with the lies and rumors. They know they're gonna have that, and of course they're gonna keep that strong connection to make sure that these people don't go against them. So they have that on lock already. But you know what? I don't care. As long as these lies and rumors don't go outside of work and all around the school, and just foolishness, just things that are just made up out of the blue because someone doesn't want to deal with you anymore. Now, work related, that's not good enough, because it's like you're keeping it technical, and I don't want technical. you know, I want you fully and completely. No, that's not going to happen. So if I can have it that way, I'm going to destroy you. And so they went on long enough, and it's over now. So I'll still have stories to update y'all with about little things that happen at work, but for the most part, I'll just keep it strictly based on narc behavior, and still be mixed with a little bit of what I see at work. But yeah. And I've read some comments. I gotta go back and finish reading some more comments from my last video, because y'all are giving me really good advice. But they have, like, human resources have a copy. I gave them they have to have a copy of all of that. But they figure, since this was already brought up in a meeting, then that's that. So you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. And if you have any other concerns, then just go ahead and request the transfer. That's not happening right now. And if it does happen, I've already been working in different places. Like I'm telling y'all, I see this spirit everywhere I go. So the transfer is really not blocking anything. And you do all you can do. At some point, you end up realizing that sometimes you have to take further action. And so I think I did the right thing, but I'm still gonna look into other stuff to protect myself in the workplace. So that concludes this video. I want to thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you soon.